So the article that I decided on to do my current event on, which I'm doing this on my tablet because my computer, when advertisement pops up on websites, my computer starts to slow down and I cannot read or pay attention. I won't be able to like operate the article. So I'm doing this on my tablet, and then I also have my what I need to talk about up on my actual laptop. So this one was posted on July 21st of 2023, and it's about universities shouldn't forget about undocumented students. So to give the gist of about this article, about undocumented students that are enrolled in post-secondary education, representing about 2% of all college students. So undocumented students are ineligible for federal financial aid. So that's 427,000 undocumented students that cannot take part in financial aid. They cannot access Pell Grants, student loans, or federal work studies, and only 23 states offer undocumented students to access in-state tuition. Just 17 states, including New York, offer state-funded financial aid for undocumented students, which I believe a couple years ago, New York offered, I'm pretty sure it was New York, I'm not 100%, I would not quote me on this, of free education for students that live in state, so that way that, the students that are from out of state could use up those financial aid that's offered. So Carissa Bolin is going to college. I discussed her experience in that she was protected by the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, which is DACA program, and she wasn't sure how she was going to apply because the guidelines were not clear. Even when she went to go get help, she was unsure about this, what she needed to do. So she did, she went above and beyond, and she created her own program it's a nonprofit organization called The Door, which just offers service to young people in New York City, from mental health counseling and crisis assistance to college prep and career development. The Door's help applied to the City University of New York, and CUNY spans to 25 campuses across the city. So it serves about 275,000 degree-seeking students. So undocumented students who are enrolled are still seeking new challenges, as in like register for a major can require a social security number for certification, and not all internships and fellowships allow undocumented students, which like Arizona State, we have to do internships for our master's program for the elementary education master's. And if you're an undocumented student, you will not be able to partake in your internship or your student teaching. So they are They have been coming up with different ways that they could help with undocumented students. So these undocumented students, to be clear, are the students who are immigrated over here. The ones that come from another country to learn. I would say what strategies did I use to fully learning of this topic in my current event protocol. The strategy I use is to research and do a lot of research, and also use those school counselors and guidance counselors that are offered in high school, along with college counselors, plus trying to understand the immigration from another country to the United States when they are wanting to continue their education. How did I contribute to support learning environment for diverse learners and promote equitable opportunities for discussion? This topic is still very open, and they're still working. Like we mentioned before, it was like over almost, what was the number? 427,000 undocumented students, and they are still working to come up with more organizations to help the undocumented students with seeking towards a major. And I know a student immigrated students who come to the United States and go to Iowa. I know for a fact, if you are applying for a college from another country, they have you put down that you don't have a social security card, but then you use your identity number or social number, or like TSSN, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, from your country, and then we use that in Iowa. But when it comes to fellowships and internships, it's questionable because they're not American citizen and they don't have their social security number. Ways that I will incorporate current, local, national, and world events into my teaching practices and enhance learning. I am such a huge fan. When I was growing up, I had to do current events every Friday, and it was only like a select few that got to do current event for that Friday. I personally think it's important that it would be important for having all the students do a current event, and that current event has to be done in class before they leave, and that's just the focus for that day. Searching through the internet, reading articles, discussing what they learned from the article, questions they have about the article, and what they could do to help, a suggestion that they could do to help with this article, get the word out, or along those lines. Because you don't do a lot of current events is not very popular for a lot of history classes, because trying to get the kids to do something that relates to the news is very difficult. But having them learn about current events helps them. It opens their eyes, and opens their mind up to what's going on in the real world, and then gets their minds interested in the world that's going around them. Thank you all. Thank you.